welcome back to the channel. I've been super MIA. I've just been busy, and then I've also kind of gone ghost and just kind of did like a little isolation moment for myself over the winter break. But here I am. I'm back. I'm trying to be more active on the podcast and the social medias because your girl's trying to be an influencer. So I'm trying to get back on track. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning back in. This is gonna go on the podcast and the YouTube channel probably. But yeah, so I should like post. Let me know if you guys want to see that. On my Instagram, I should post like a thing that says like, what is it that you want me to talk about specifically on here? Specifically? I never ever have been able to say that word right. Specifically. I'm gonna stop. Let me know if there's something you guys want to hear. Let me know if there's something you guys want to hear in general. But yeah, today I was going to talk about respect and confidence. So I guess I'll start here. When I was little, I used to be like very confident, like very outgoing, very outspoken, always the one to participate, raise their hand, class. I would say in elementary, middle school, I was like the class clown. I was very much like the annoying kid. But I was social. I was active. I had a lot of friends. Most of the class was my friend. And then when you start getting into like that middle school, high school, and like you start becoming like a little bit like awkward. So when I think middle school was when I kind of like started getting a little bit like shy, I guess. But it wasn't really till high school that I started like, not being so confident and social. Sorry, I just got like what? Anyways, so confident and social, and it was like to the point where I was like, okay, like I started noticing it. I started noticing how I would isolate myself and kind of cut people out of my bubble. And I thought it was going to be like a temporary thing, right? So it started going like that until my freshman year of college. So a long time. I started out pretty confident when I first started high school, but as like time progressed, I kind of like started going into my bubble, and then COVID happened, so I kind of like was like, keep to myself. So I don't know if it's just like age or what, but when I started going into college and actually figuring out like my major and talking to people and my teachers and all that, I started really kind of figuring out who I was as a person and what it is that like I wanted with my life. And I think that's something that like I'm still trying to figure out, but for the most part, I know like my end goal. Like I'm pretty confident that I'm going to be a successful person. I don't know what that means. I just know that I have a voice, I have an opinion, and I'm a smart girl. And I will come up with something. I just know that my end goal is to be successful. Maybe I won't be Kim Kardashian out here, but I'll be something. But I know I've always like had the feeling in me that I would be more than like what people make me out to be. And it makes me so irritated. Actually, it doesn't even make me irritated. It just like kind of like makes me laugh because I have like friends and family that will always tell me like, oh, Chevelle, you don't do anything. Like all you do is stay home and watch TV and sleep. And I'm like, see, but the thing is that's your perspective of me. That's what you think I do all day. Like, what I'm really doing all day is I have a calendar full of stuff that no one sees. No, not even my boyfriend, I don't think, has seen it. I have a calendar full of stuff that I am doing throughout the day. I'm cleaning the house, I'm volunteering somewhere, I'm doing homework, I'm studying, I'm looking for this, like I'm looking for a job, I'm filming my podcast, I'm working on my YouTube channel, I'm designing stuff, I'm uploading things to make money, I'm always doing something. I'm like, yes, I might like sit down and take a break, of course, but best believe that I'm never just wasting my whole day sitting around unless like I'm sick or something, or I'm tired. But like I'm a hard worker. I'm a very, very hard worker. I know what I want and I will get it even if I have to do it myself. I'm very like I want what I want and I'm going to get it. Not like even in a spoiled way. It's in a I respect myself enough to give that to myself and work for it, because nothing in your life comes for free, and you can't ask people for these things, like for example, like I'm saying I want to be successful. I can't ask somebody to be like, make me successful. Like, no, I have to work for it. I have to upload every day. I have to promote my content. I have to do shout outs, post online, I have to consistently keep doing something in order to get to that end goal, right? Let's say you want to be a doctor, okay? You have to do all your years of medical school. You have to study. You have to look for internships or jobs that you could try to see if what you want to do in the medical field, like blah, blah. Like there's steps. Nothing is free, And the only way that you're going to do something and like respect yourself is if you actually take the time to do it. And I think it's funny because like the people that say like these things to me, I kind of like really sit with myself and think about it. And I'm like, what do you do all day? What? You go to work? So that's all you have in life is work? Like, I don't mean to be like mean to people that like just work, but like what I mean, my dog is barking. What I mean is like if you're gonna talk crap about somebody else because you don't see something that they're doing, makes me kind of like think, okay, so what is it that you're doing? Or it's also just like a reflection of that person being insecure on themselves. Because like I said, like for an example, I'm not afraid to call people out. I will call somebody out, but like I'm not gonna do drama. See, here's my thing. I don't do drama, but I will call you out if you disrespect me. So I'm so sorry, my dog is barking. Should I go tell them to shut up? Anyways, so for example, I asked a family member, I'm going to say family member. I asked a family member a few days ago if they could drive me somewhere. And the response was, oh, you can't drive yourself? Oh, you can't drive yourself? And it was like, first off, I texted you because I was like, oh, do you want to go together? And I was asking if you could drive, but I don't need to explain myself. The main gist of it was that my dog is barking. The main gist of it was that they were like already disrespectful with the response. And the minute like I saw that, I just didn't engage with it. I just ignored it. Like I was like fed up. But I had another family member that I think I called them on the phone or something. I don't really remember. I called them on the phone and they were like, oh, you're at home. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh, I bet you're just sleeping all day. I bet you don't do anything. Another time was they were like leaving or something. And then I said like, oh, I'm going to go out and do this. And then I'm going to come back. but I'm like tired. I don't know if I want to go out and do that thing. And they were like, well, you could come back and sleep because all you do is sleep all day. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you think I do all day, then you know what? If that's what makes you feel better at the end of the day because you're not happy with yourself and you try to see me as lower, then okay. Because when I think about all these people that have said this to me or like that have said something disrespectful like that, like again, it just makes me laugh because I'm like, you have no life. You have no life. You have no hobbies. The only life I see you have outside of family is work. And maybe you hang out with some friends every now and then, but other than that, you have no life. You have no hobbies, you have no passions, you have no goals. You're a slave. Sorry. You're a slave to the corporate America. You don't do anything with your life. Oh, but this, I do this, and I do this. And I'm like, okay, show it to me then. I don't see you doing anything. Not that you have to prove anything to me. It's just you're coming over here and telling me that I don't do anything, and I can clearly see that you're not doing anything. So let's show each other that we're doing something. Or I don't know if that made sense. Like, what I mean is just like, you know, I think it's so funny how people like try to project that on you when in reality they're the ones that's feeling insecure about them not having any hobbies, and they're just jealous because like, oh, you're always going out. Oh, you're always not at home. I get so like, it makes me so like not giggly, what's the word? It just makes me laugh when like my family's always like you never spend time with us. You're always going out. You're always going out cuz I have things to do. I have things to do, and then you complain that I sit at home all day. Crazy. Anyways, so yeah, and I've always been someone that's very like respectful towards you, unless you like, you know, do something like that's crosses my boundaries or like hurts my feelings or blah blah blah. Then I will like call you out and tell you like, hey, like I didn't like that. Hey, this doesn't slide with me, you know. And my thing is like, I don't know if everybody else knows this, but I know this. I am not afraid to be independent. I'm not. I've always have been independent, and it's always been like one of my strong suits. I'm always able to stand on my own 2 feet. I always figure it out. And that's something that I'm very happy about myself, is that I'm always pursuing my dreams and doing what's best for me. And, you know, it's something that a lot of people don't know how to do. And I think my thing is that as I get older, I think I think I'm becoming more secure with myself as a person and what I want in myself and what path I'm going to, and just basically trying to figure out who I am. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to figure the whole story out, but I'm getting closer every step, you know? And I just want to say that I'm really proud of myself for how much that I've achieved, and you should be proud of yourselves for how much you've achieved as well. And if you feel like you're not achieving enough, you know, go out there. Go achieve. Go out there, go do what you want. Like, what's holding you back? Like, literally, what's holding you back? I see those videos like on TikTok of like there's this guy, oh my gosh, there's this like running guy that I follow. I love him. I don't know who he is, but there's this running guy that I follow, and he talks about like what are you doing? Get up, get motivated. You're tired. Like, I love that guy. I don't know who he is, but yeah, I love him. And that's literally the mindset that I have is like, get up. Nothing is impossible. You make it impossible and you set your own limits. So you want to be, a billionaire? Become a billionaire. Work on a business, you know, like, do something to become a billionaire, you know? You want to be an artist, you know? Okay, make art. Put it in the museums. Sell it. Boom, artist. Everything takes time, but you have to have patience and you have to have determination. And if you don't have patience or determination, then you're not going to get anywhere. You have to make time for it. I'm not saying you have to do it every day, but you have to make time for it and you have to be semi-consistent with it in order to get what you want. You know, remember the end goal. If you don't stay on that end goal, if you don't know what your end goal is, you will not get what you want and you will not be satisfied with yourself as a person and try to and figure out who you are. You know? And that's kind of something I've been figuring out lately is thinking about what is it that I want, you know? For, like, I know what I want morally and like boundaries wise and all that stuff. And I semi know what I want for the future, but I don't have it all like, you know? But I do have an idea of what it is that I want. Now, the thing is I need to figure out how I'm going to get there. And I will let you know this. People will respect me. I will work so hard to get to that end goal. And once I get to that goal, people will respect me. People won't be like, Chevelle, all you do is sleep all day. Chevelle, all you do is this. Or this, and this. No, because when I'm up here and you're still down here, you'll be like, Chevelle, I'm so sorry I ever said that to you. You're so great. You're so perfect. Like, just then you should have said that in the beginning because you didn't see my potential in the beginning, and now you see it now because I'm up here. And you know what? I'm always going to be up here. And this isn't even like a selfish mindset. This is a I know who I am as a person and I know what it is that I want. And it's sad that you don't know what that is for yourself. You know? I'm not saying like be selfish, like, oh my gosh, like these people, like commoners, like, you know, like no. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is that if you're going to disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you. Or I might not even respond to you depending on the situation, but just know that if I'm up here and you're down here and you're coming to me and you're like, wow, you're so great. Like I'm going to laugh at you. Like, not even in a mean way. Like, it's sad. Like, why are you coming over here and being like, you're so great. Like, when a few years ago, you were like, I don't like, you know, like what? What switched up? Cause you like my energy? Cause I'm up and you're down? And my thing is that you might not see what I'm doing all the time, but I don't need to show you what I'm doing all the time because I know what I'm doing. And I know that I'm making moves for myself to go here. And sure, I'll share something every now and then. And if you don't hear anything about it and you assume, oh, she's not doing anything, like, okay. Assume. Go back to your phone, scroll on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, you know. Go on social media. Waste your life away. By all means. Go. That's just something that like I like to share. And like I said, I don't need to prove myself to anyone. I never did. And when I pull up one day and everybody's like, wow, Chevelle did it. Like, how did she do it? And I'm be like, YOLO, I did it. I'm be like, YOLO, I just did it. You know, nobody's going to know. Nobody's going to anything. You're just going to see, boom, one day, boom. I'm up, you down. But yeah, And basically, on the aspect of confidence, I would say that confidence is really a thing that's like within yourself. You know, you kind of have to find what it is that makes you feel confident. For example, like your style, your personality, the things you like, the people you talk to. It's really just about yourself as a person. And I know it's hard, like trying to figure yourself out and then try to be confident as well. But you were given, you know, a body, you were given clothes on this earth, you were given makeup, hair products, things, And I'm not saying it's mostly about looks, because it's also about personality. If you don't like yourself personally, meditate, journal, really figure out like who it is that you want to be, or if there's someone that you're like, oh my gosh, like I love this person, I love their energy, I want to be like them. I'm not saying be copy and paste, but I'm saying if you want to channel their things, then by all means, like, use them as a role model. That's the word. Use them as a role model. Like somebody that like I really look up to is like the Wizard Liz. I love the Wizard Liz. That's somebody I really look up to. I look up to like other, like for fashion, I look up to YouTubers like what is it? Freddie My Love. I love her. Oh, I love her clothes. Freddie My Love, Darling Desi. What else? And then like Audrey Hepburn. I know she's not a YouTuber, but like makeup wise, like Marilyn Monroe, like things like that. I really like vintage makeup. But yeah, so like you have to kind of look at things that like make you feel confident, and you kind of just have to play around with like makeup looks and clothes and hair and like, until you feel like happy with yourself. Same thing with your personality. You kind of need to practice it. If you have anger management issues and that's something you don't like about your personality, then you kind of just have to figure out like what is it that caused you to be angry, and like go to therapy and go to all that stuff and just try to like figure it out if you're really trying to better yourself. It's really all about how you present yourself and what you think of yourself. It's not really about what everybody else thinks. It's what you like. It's what you want to do. It's how you react, But yeah, and I get it. Like sometimes, like I know me, like I'm a very confident person. I'm a very confident person, but sometimes I will get like a little shy, or I'll get a little nervous, and that's okay. Like we're humans. We have emotions. But just because like I get a little awkward and shy doesn't mean that's majority of my my personality. Doesn't mean that's majority of that, and like my confidence was just sucked out of me. But I mean, again, it's really all about how you present yourself and how you react to things, and just it's really all about loving yourself at the end of the day. Respect, boundaries, confidence. It's all about loving yourself, and it's all about putting yourself first and being like, who is it that I want to be? What is it that I want to do? What is my purpose that I am giving myself, kind of thing. Whew. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys like really enjoyed that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.